Thanks for joining me online. Welcome to Kevin Talks Tech, my technology blog and podcast, all about making technology simple, easy, and fun to understand. Good to see you again. I've been on a bit of a hiatus as I've been moving and situating into a new place. I know I've filmed Kevin Talks Tech from so many places over the years, but this is where I'm located now, just outside of downtown Minneapolis, US Bank Stadium, right here over my shoulder where the Minnesota Vikings play. Glad to be here. You'll see more of it as I do more Kevin Talks Tech videos. But let's jump right into today's topic. It's an important one and goes back to the basics. 5 electronics that you always want to have at your arsenal. And this could be when you're traveling, when you're going a longer distance, maybe to like a day trip or something like that. Even when you're, say, going to like the beach, or if you're going over to hang out with some friends somewhere. 5 electronics that I always recommend having, and whether or not you have all of them with you at the same point may vary, but I would at least have all of these at your arsenal. So let's jump right in. Got them all right here in my backpack. And we'll first start off with the car charger. And this is not a car charger where you simply just plug your USB in. This one's a little bit more advanced. This one has AC power on it. And so that gives you the ability to plug in, say, like a drone charger or a camera charger or any other kind of device that takes AC power. I just find sometimes that, you know, you're out there and it's like, oh, I just wish I had something that I could plug this into. This gives you the ability to do that. If it's a device that doesn't have USB but uses AC, even sometimes, honestly, like if I'm traveling with a portable razor and I forget to shave or something, I want to shave, but the razor doesn't have enough juice, I mean, even plugging into something like this could work. So I recommend having one of these. This one also has USB power on it, which is really nice. And then another adapter here to be able to plug in. I always forget the name of this type of connection. They call it the cigarette light adapter because it's what you use to plug cigarette lights into in the car. And then of course that this device is powered through the cigarette light adapter. Again, lack of the right word there. So great device to have at your arsenal. Highly recommend having one of these on hand. You can pick them up at a Target, a Best Buy, a Walmart, Amazon. I bought that one at a car shop. Highly recommend it. All right, device number 2. You're gonna notice a little bit of theme here throughout in terms of power, just because we have so many devices these days and power is critical to be able to keep those devices going. This is a portable power bank. And this is really nice because not only does it provide power via USB, but it also does have an AC connection on it to provide power for something that you plug in that fashion. And this is really nice, say when I'm going out with my laptop or something and I just don't have enough power for the laptop, I bring this along. A little bit on the heavier side, but there is actually a fairly large battery in here as well to be able to handle that. A lot of these are nice too because they also include the USB-C on the side. So a lot of new laptops have USB-C, which gives you the ability to do a lot of functions through one cord, including charging. So you can also use that on here, and then you have your standard USB ports. Amazon has a lot of these, a lot of different brands, so check them out, you know, find one that fits you. Again, a little on the heavier side, but that's just because the battery inside is quite big and there's a lot of components. All right, the third one, bear with me here. You probably maybe even have one of these, point and shoot camera. And reason I say this is because yes, cell phones do take amazing pictures these days. I always go with my cell phone. And in some cases, I think the cell phone pictures these days can be better than point and shoot. But what I would recommend with the point and shoot is something that gives you some zoom. And there are some really great power zoom cameras out there today. This one is made by Canon, it's the SX740HS, great picture quality, but on top of that it's got a 40 times zoom, which is great if you're traveling or something, or there's just something in the distance that you really want to capture. This does a nice job with that. It does a nice job at night too. There's a lot of honestly cameras that can do zooming out to 40, 50, 60 times capabilities that are still quite compact. So definitely recommend a point and shoot with the longer zoom on it, and especially if you're traveling. All right, let's go to device number 4. And for that one, no surprise here, portable battery. A little bit different, of course, than the AC power bank that I was just showing you a little bit ago, but these are just so nice to have, you know. It's one of those necessities when you're out and about and you just need a little bit of juice to get you by. The nice thing about these batteries these days is that a lot of them are now coming with the fast charging capabilities on the side. So if you've got a phone that's capable of doing the fast charging, a lot of the iPhones can do that now. The phones that are running Android can do that. This one also does have USB-C on it to be able to power, say, a laptop that runs on USB-C. And then, of course, a standard micro USB to charge this thing. And as far as size goes too, the form of these has gotten smaller and the battery inside has gotten bigger. And so you get a little bit more power out of these, which is great. So definitely recommend getting one of these. The only thing that I would change about mine, and I recommend maybe you looking into, is getting a battery that has wireless charging on the top. And the reason I recommend that is because then you're not always tethered to having to bring your cord with you everywhere. If you're in a restaurant, if you're out somewhere, and you just don't want to drag that cord with you, it's just a matter of simply popping your phone right on top and just charging away. So I recommend looking for a little portable battery that also does do wireless charging on it. And last but not least, kind of a simple device, but has come in handy so many times, is one of these multi-USB chargers. This one in particular has 6 USB ports on the side for charging, and this is just really nice in terms of being able to charge multiple devices at the same time. Great for traveling. If you're traveling with a family or a bigger group, everybody can plug their phones in here, plug their iPads in, whatever it is. This works great for that. The other thing you can also use it for, if you have a lot of devices at home that use USB, and if you're like me, when you need them, you realize, oh shoot, the battery is dead, or I want to take it somewhere and the battery is gonna die soon, just plug in everything here at night. Put it all in one spot, make it a habit to use this on a daily basis, and your devices will always be charged. And you can do it without having to plug in multiple power bricks into the wall. It's just one connection right into the wall to charge. So I recommend picking up one of these as well. All these devices you can find again at electronics stores and even just kind of basic stores too that necessarily don't sell electronics, a Target, a Walmart, and then of course places like Amazon too. If you want more information on these products, not necessarily the products themselves per se, I'll have that on there too, but just kind of the overall scope of what these products are and what they do, head to my website, kevintalkstech.com. I'll have more info for you there. And just a reminder, if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to my channel right here on YouTube, youtube.com/KevinTalk. Kevin Talks Tech. Click that little subscribe button, and don't forget also to hit the bell notification so you'll be notified when I post new videos. Thanks again so much for joining me. We'll see you back here again soon.